Hey everyone, so we are coming into a full moon in Scorpio in a few days on Monday, or might be Sunday depending on where you are. Yeah, this is I don't know about you, but this moon is quite intense. And I've been noticing the shifts collectively. Yeah, it's definitely a moon to really tap into the shadow, as Scorpio is a really transformative energy as it's ruled by Pluto. So the planet of transformation, the planet of death as well. So death and rebirth. Scorpio is also a sign of really going deep into the subconscious, into the ancestral memory as well. So if you are into that kind of thing, like past life stuff or even just past experiences, yeah, an opportunity for us to really release with this moon as things come to light, and also celebrate as well. I always like to remind us, and Source always likes to remind me to celebrate at the time of the full moon. So if you even have some like emotional, because Scorpio is water, and water rules the emotional body as well. If we have any like emotional milestones or achievements that we have reached or done or whatever, it's a really nice time to celebrate those things. So like, where have you grown within your emotions or matured, or where have you really been listening to yourself and even listening to your intuition? So yeah, not only focusing on the shadow and the heavy things that might come up, but also looking at the lighter things as well, is really important. I feel also to balance out some of the heaviness that can potentially come up with this moon. Full moons also really draw out illusion as well. So there might be some secrets and stuff that start to come to light, especially to do with emotion or to do with things within the subconscious. So like, things could be being revealed to us within our dreams. And it is really important for us to listen to the deep emotions as well, because that's where the messages will be. So don't I feel like Source is reminding us not to resist those emotions and just flow with them and release them how we feel called to. But yeah, I'll pull some cards. Oh, and herbs and stuff, plants that might be helpful to work with at this time might be like rosemary for really clearing, cleansing, releasing. If there's anything that we really need to release that's heavy, rosemary is really helpful. Lavender is helpful as well, soothing the anxiety and the nervous system in the process of having to release or speak or face any emotion. Yeah. Source, Spirit, what guidance do you have for us, the collective, in light of this full moon in Scorpio coming up? So we have the Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. I guess with this card, I feel like Source has been talking to me about this in my own journey as well, like perspective. When I think of the Falcon, or even like eagle, or Horus or Heru, if we're going into ancient Egyptian Kemetic that side of things, the perspective and that an eagle or falcon or whatever has is a lot wider, I guess. And I'm always reminded of that, like to step back in order to gain certain perspective. So some of us might have to do that within this moon. Like if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or something, step back in order to gain perspective, I feel like, as a message. And then also, I guess with this, act on the opportunity that's before you. Yeah, I kind of see us like hearing skyline as well, and I don't know if that's a car or something, but that's not what I'm meaning. I'm meaning like I'm seeing like an eagle going up into the sky, and then that's being in that line or perspective or of the sky. And so some of us are needing to remove ourselves from situations in order to just gain perspective, and then that's when we can like dive into what we are actually wanting to eat, nurture within ourselves, within our beings, or our desires. So yeah, if you haven't already taken a step back, if you're needing to gain perspective, that's encouraged. And then after that process, I guess, diving headfirst into what you are clear on or what you have gained perspective on. And actually committing to that process as well. Yeah, it's important for some of us to take action as well with this moon, or after we've had that time of reflection and really even step out of comfort zones. So Spirit, what guidance do you have for us, the collective, in light of this moon? We also have the Dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Okay, so this is a reminder to, really bring our loyalty back to ourselves. And sometimes I guess when I think of a dog as well, especially like a domesticated dog, it's always following its owner and really reliant as well. So within this, sources may be calling us to look at where we're reliant on other people, or where we're even people pleasing, or putting others above, or above ourselves, where we should really be nurturing ourselves, or doing something, or spending time with ourselves, or needing to do something for ourselves, or giving energy to other people when we should be giving it to ourselves. This can also represent, I guess, going back to that people-pleasing energy, really looking at where that's coming from. And when I'm seeing the word faithfulness, I'm thinking of, needing to firstly be faithful to self, and also brought to when we kind of have a lack of hope or faith in something turning out positively, or the way that we think we can sometimes project our energy into like spaces or situations or things unintentionally, where it's not really aligned or for our highest good or positivity or whatever. So really bringing back loyalty to self, and remembering when we're making our decisions, or when we're committing to things, like, is this, am I staying loyal or truthful to myself and faithful to my commitment and relationship with myself when I am investing in this, or moving towards this, or connecting with this person, or creating this thing, or being a part of this workspace or something, like really coming back to that loyalty. And some of us might just be like running around a little frantically as well, and source is calling us to bring our energy back to ourselves. A question with this full moon is like, who are you serving and why? Or why do you feel like you need to please these people, or fit into these certain structures, or do these certain things? And the base of the deck is the Penguin. The period of darkness you have been experiencing is now passing. So there's also like a real integration happening again of the light and the shadow. So the heavier things and the things that are a little bit more playful, or the heavier things coming to light, and because they're being acknowledged, I guess, within us. And Source, I feel like, is encouraging us, like, as we continue to draw our faithfulness and our loyalty back to ourselves, instead of giving out our energy so much where it's not needed or reciprocated, or where it's imbalanced. That a really beautiful integration is going to happen, and I feel like there's a learning of our own beings really going on here, which is really beautiful. So it really is an opportunity to dive deep, but an opportunity to integrate that. Yeah, lots of emotional healing from that perspective, and I think that that's also going to allow us to step into a lot more confidence, and embodying our authenticity and allowing ourselves to be seen for who we are, and not being afraid to be seen for who we truly are. And yeah, I just see this exchange of energy, like taking our energy back from spaces or places or whatever environments that are not actually doing us that great or doing us any good or benefiting us, and really pouring that back into ourselves in a way that makes us feel good, makes us feel confident in ourselves, and attractive and loved and held and supported. Let me pull. I'm gonna pull a Neteru card, so like an ancient, from this Orset deck. Source Spirit, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. We have Nefertum with Renewal and Rebirth, 22. There has been a lot of Blue Lotus energy as well recently. So that's like fertility and growing through the difficult things or situations or climates and environments. And for me, the blue symbolizes really being awakened to our own intuition, in alignment with our emotions, and listening to our emotions and our senses in a really authentic way that is connecting us to Source and connecting us to our ancestors as well. The blue also makes me think of the stars. There's actually quite a bit of blue in these cards too. So lots of speaking of our truth and sharing our emotions and expressing our emotions is encouraged, but doing that in a way where we are loyal to ourselves and committing to ourselves, or committing to the things that we said we would. But yeah, with Nefertum, Renewal and Rebirth, yeah, I guess I'm feeling with this card lots of balance that is available for us, and a refreshing that Source is offering us within our emotions. Healing. And I feel like Source is really calling us back into a space of power and empowerment. This could even be activated through meditation or just spending time in nature. But I also feel like it is going to be expressed through the silence, that hearing like silent wisdom. So I guess maybe some of us will be needing to know, or be knowing when to speak and when not to speak as well. Yeah, real regeneration is available for us, I guess, if we tap into that. Source Spirit, what guidance do you have for us, the collective, in light of the full moon in Scorpio coming up? Oh, we have 3. Okay. We have 5 of water, dwarves and gnomes, and Zapana. Yeah, so there might be some emotions that are coming up with this moon. Could be feelings of rejection or abandonment, or just anything that's making us feel a little bit uneasy as well, or unstable. But this with 5, I always see the number 5 as we have the opportunity to decide whether this change is going to cause us chaos, or to be cultivated, or to produce chaos, or to produce wealth, like within our lives. So yeah, I feel like Source is saying there are some things that are going to come up that make us feel a little bit unstable, or have the potential to, or changes, or within our emotional body. This can even, again, represent breakups, or like relationship endings, or big shifts. No longer having that stability, and being like moved or flowing on. I think this is Pluto energy as well, so that's the Scorpio vibes. And then with the dwarves and gnomes, there's this like beautiful protection here that is available to us, even like a confidence. So I feel like Source is like, regardless of whatever emotional changes we are moving through, whether it's outside of us or within us, or both, we can be confident in ourselves. I'm hearing us affirm over ourselves, I am protected. So yeah, knowing that we're protected in the changes is really important. This is also like taking a break, or again, maybe a shift in a relationship, or releasing a commitment or something like that. But in the midst of that is this like really confident energy, knowing that this is someone that knows that they're protected by the earth and the spirits of the earth and the abundance of the earth, and also the stars and our ancestors, or Source, or the universal God. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of affirmation here through the shifts and through any transitions or breaks or separations. It's really important for us to stay within this space of confidence and wealth, and knowing we're protected. And a lot of these shifts and transitions as well that are causing a change within our emotional body, or what we desire emotionally, is aligned as well, looks like. That I feel like because of the astrological shifts at the moment, there's a lot of influence on connections. And so, yeah, maybe there's a need for some of us to know that. It is calling for some of us to take some space or take a break from certain things. This doesn't have to be related to a connection. It can just be from day to day. This is energy where it's more focused on self, and also really focused on spiritual growth and alignment. And if you're into your ritual, or meditation, or whatever you do that connects you to Source or spirit or yourself, and your grounding kind of away from others, is being encouraged as well at this time. The base of the deck, there is, let me just pick this up, Pombagita, or female issue, Orisha, God of the Crossroads, playfulness, love. So I guess and sensuality and sexuality, there's a real heart opening that's available for us, and playfulness that Source is really calling us back into, which I feel like has been a big theme. And also just the opening of our hearts in general. This could be associated to someone else, or could just be associated to the self, and really connecting to what we love. When I think of Pombagita, as I always say, think of different opportunities, or being able to magnetize and draw ourselves towards different opportunities, and being playful with them. And it doesn't mean making any decisions hastily or fully giving our entire being to something, but it just means like literally like dipping our toe into something. This is an encouragement to flirt, to play, to have fun, to listen to music, to dance, to move, to stay open. I hear like less resistance, more playfulness, and confidence, and connecting to the body and the senses, and sexual energy as well. Yeah, so I will leave that there. I hope everyone has a beautiful full moon, and I'm sending you all heaps of love.